I am joined here by the Chief Arbiter of the National Chess Championships 2024, which is being held in Gurgaon. He is a very well-known arbiter, IA Rathinam Anantaram. Sir, you are the Chief Arbiter of this tournament. Today is the seventh round of the event. How has been the experience for you so far? And if you can tell us a little bit about the event.
The tournament is going on very well. It's one of the toughest tournaments in India, maybe the strongest tournament among the Indian players because we have 19 Grandmasters and 12 International Masters. Besides, we have two WGMs and two WIMs. Definitely, it's a very tough tournament and players are taking it very seriously. In the past six rounds, they have been fighting hard for getting 1 point or half a point at least. So nobody is giving up anything and they are trying their utmost level. So it's going to be a very tough tournament, and the playing conditions are also good because the school has got a very big playing hall. It can house more than 700 to 800 players very comfortably, and so players are enjoying the facilities. I think here in this tournament hall.
Being the chief arbiter of such a big tournament where so many grandmasters, international masters, and all are present, can you tell us a little bit about the role of a chief arbiter here and also the role of the arbiters team who is present here?
The chief arbiter's work starts well in advance before the start of the round, start of the tournament. Actually, I used to once I am appointed by the All India Chess Federation or World Chess Federation or Asian Chess Federation, I used to contact the organizers immediately. I will tell them the organizers what are the things to be done, and I will ask about the venue, how is the venue, because it may not be possible for me to go out to the place before the start of the tournament. So I will collect all details from the organizer, how the arrangements are being done, and also I will send all my requirements. I have a ready-made package. I will change this package according to the suit of this particular tournament, and I will send him what are my requirements. And also I have to follow up with this DGT boards because for big tournaments we need DGT boards. How many boards they are going to get from nearby places and how many boards they are having, and the purchase of the technical things. Everything I will follow it up regularly with the organizer before coming to this tournament and after coming to this tournament. And also here, for example, we among the arbiters we have a WhatsApp group, and I started conversing with them what are to be done well before the start of the tournament. We had a very good correspondence. I was telling about all the technical points, and I was giving instructions to the arbiters also. So it was easy for me when I came here, so that to address the arbiters. And I also, after the arbiters arrived here, we had a meeting for quite a long session because many of the arbiters might not have done this level of tournament because GM, even it is stronger than GM tournament, it's a prestigious tournament to win the national title. So everybody will take it very seriously, all players. So we have to give special consideration, and the arbiters should not be relaxed in this tournament. So all these kind of instructions I used to give them in these tournaments because I have done about 12 national A tournaments so far in my career. So in all these tournaments I used to follow this, and with the deputy chief arbiter in a consultation with the deputy chief arbiter, I will assign the arbiters their role and their tables, sections, everything and all. And after giving instructions to the arbiter, what time they have to come, about the punctuality, I will tell them about dress code. I will tell them all these minute details, even how we have to arrange the chess boards on the table, that I will give instructions. And here actually, because this is a double time control, and majority of the arbiters are not aware of this double time control. Not aware means they might not have used this double time control. So what I used to do, what I did was, on the first day itself, I gave everybody clock. I first instructed how to use this double time control, how to check whether 40 moves have been completed or not, because the time will not be automatically added once 40 moves are completed. So the arbiter has to be very careful here and observe the time trouble games, whether 40 moves have been completed before the prescribed time. Actually, yesterday what happened is one player lost when he made his 40th move, and before pressing the clock, the flag fell. Fortunately, the arbiter was there, and she declared it, and the player also accepted the verdict. If the player has not accepted the verdict, it will be a problem. We have to check everything. So arbiters have to be very alert in these kind of double time control tournaments. And all the arbiters got. I gave them an exposure before the start of the first round. I instructed them how to use these clocks, how to use check this everything. So these kind of instructions I used to give to the arbiters, and during these games also I follow the arbiters, and whenever they have any problems I used to go there and help them. And in case there is an interesting issue, there's an interesting anecdote, then we will have a meeting. We'll have a meeting after the round, and then I will discuss with them so that everybody knows about it. So in that way, I will try to educate all the arbiters so that they will also learn. And I am also learning whenever there is in each and every tournament, I learn at least something from the tournament.
Thank you for explaining in detail about the role of the arbiters. Now, you yourself are one of the most experienced arbiters in India, I can say. Uh, can you tell us a little bit about how this journey began for you? When did you become interested in chess? How did you come into arbitership? And if there is some advice you can give to young arbiters who are, getting into the sport.
Actually, I started my chess career very late. That is when I was studying in the college. I used to play occasionally at home, and close to my home, we had some about 1 minute walk from my home. And there was Sivagasi Chess Club. Now Sivagasi Chess Club is there. The venue is not there. So it was very close to my home. So I used to go there occasionally. One Mr. Ratina Nadar was then the municipal chairman of Sivagasi town. He is a very vivid chess lover, and he himself is a good player. So we used to play in his club that is called Sivagasi Chess Club. That was exactly 50 years back. Last year we celebrated our 50th year of Sivagasi Chess Club. So from then onwards I picked up. And Mr. Ratana Nadar, what we used to do is the nearby place is Madurai, about 70 kilometers. At that time we had very good players like former LIC champion Rangarajan. They were all at that time two players, Tirunagalingam and many Subramaniam, TV Subramaniam and OLV Rajaram. He invited all these top players from Madurai because Madurai is the best hub after Chennai. So whoever are good in chess in Madurai, he invited all the players every Sunday. Every Sunday he will invite them. We will have a mini tournament there, and he will pay for their traveling. Their lunch, breakfast, dinner, everything he will take care of. Besides the prize money, he will take care their traveling expenses, also everything. That's how our players got improved. And though I was playing not very much, I got interested in orbiting when we had our state championship for the first time in Sivagasi, state junior in 1978. So one arbiter, one Mr. Ganesan was there, and I got interested by seeing his arbiter activities. Then again in 1979 we had our Asian Junior Championship in Sivagasi. That was the first official FIDE tournament in India. So wherein Divyendu Barua participated. Dr. Wang Meng Kong from Singapore won the tournament. So there was one Mr. Nelson from Mumbai was the chief arbiter. I learned something from him. Then we had all India tournaments in 1990. At that time we had a circuit of tournaments in Tamil Nadu, like from Madurai, Palani. Palani is one of the biggest tournaments at that time. Palani, Sivagasi, Thuthukudi, like this we had continuous tournaments. So at that time Mr. Seshadri used to come to our tournament. K.R. Seshadri is a veteran now, and I learned from him also, definitely. And like this, we have many arbiters coming to Sivagasi. Slowly, I thought, why don't I do it myself as a chief arbiter? So by 88, 89, I started as a chief arbiter and did well. I learnt a lot. I studied a lot, I prepared a lot because I wanted to do it perfect. And when I went through all these manuals, because at that time we had only printed manuals, there was no internet. I used to take photocopies photocopies of all books and all materials related to Arbiter and went through it thoroughly. And then I found out many of the arbiters are not up to standard. Then I slowly began to educate them. Say this is not the way you are teaching like this. Even some leading international arbiters, I have told them, sir, politely I will tell them, sir, this is not the verdict you have given is not correct. This is the verdict. They will argue with me. Then they will finally understand, okay, what you are saying is correct. They will agree with this. So like that, slowly I developed my career. And when we had our nationals in Sivagasi, I was chief arbiter some 3-4 times. Then my break came actually in 2005 when I was appointed as the chief arbiter for the national championship in Vizag. So that was the first biggest tournament. Before that, I was doing only nationals, small nationals, and rating tournaments. So that was a turning point in my career. Mr. Sundar confidently appointed me as the. I have to thank him because he is behind my growth definitely. So I did it very well. It was a, I think it was 23 player tournament, 24 players, 23 rounds. At that time, yeah, it was a round robin tournament. So very hectic tournament. And at that time, we had Mr. Hariharan, a leading coach in India, and Mr. Gopalakrishnan from Indian Bank. They were serving as arbiters in the tournament. We used to discuss a lot of things because we had only chess in our mind. We don't think anything about it. Until late in the night, until 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, we will sit together, we will discuss cases, we will analyze the case studies. Like this we did. So like this only I developed my career. Then again in 2006 in Andhra Pradesh in Hyderabad, we had a Grandmaster tournament, and there also I was appointed as chief arbiter. So I handled the situation very well, and many problems which arose, I was able to manage. So like this, I got into the groove, and I had many tournaments. So far, I have done 7 Olympiads. This is going to be my 8th Olympiad. Hungary will be 8th Olympiad, of which I have done 3 as match arbiter, 3 as sector arbiter, and 1 as appeals committee member. So appeals committee member is definitely a honorable job. So I have been chief arbiter for 6 world championships and many, I mean, Grand Prix tournaments also I have done. The GCT I have done. So many, more than 17, 15 to 17 Asian championships, about 25 Grandmasters tournament. All these as chief arbiters. Beyond working as 3 deputy chief arbiter in world youth championships. So my tournament I have done almost more than 400 tournaments I have done. I hope I have a record of it.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing these wonderful stories and experiences. I'm sure this will be very valuable for our listeners as well as those who are aspiring to becoming new arbiters. Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Thank you very much. I have to dedicate my career only to my family because who have been patient enough. Whenever I travel, my wife sometimes she used to come. Otherwise, even today she is alone in home at this age also. So we have to thank my sons who have been supporting. My sons are chess players. They have represented the state, and my now grandsons have started playing chess. One is a elder grandson is a rated player now. So I have to thank all our family members for me for supporting me constantly throughout my career.